I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ayy, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ayy, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, yeah. Then I hit that. Okay, yeah, yeah. Then I hit that. Cause I ain't like it. Okay, yeah, yeah. Then I hit that.
Another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood dinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, yeah, champion, yeah, we here.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Denver Broncos. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. Fielded in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon.
Joe Hayden.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw it is Locke. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
A gain of 8 yards.
Noah Fant was a first-round pick in 2019, and he was picked because of his receiving skills. Had 40 catches in his rookie season for 562 yards. Did have 2 games where he topped 100 yards in each of those. Yes, he's still developing as a blocker, but that's not why he went in the first round. He went there for his ability to make big plays down the field.
And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he stopped right around the 29. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
4th down.
Here we go on 4th down with Locke. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
At the 41.
Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Now Locke. They're going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. There goes Green, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Chris Boswell on point.
And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Locke trying again after the pick 6. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And the Broncos first down.
Throwing on first down is Locke. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
Broncos.
On first down, Locke. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Throwing again here on second down, this time complete.
Pass.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Locke looks to throw it again. And Robinson with a big catch. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 23. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Clock now on first down. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down.
2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Locke going to hand it off here to Gordon. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Number 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brought down at the 18-yard line. 5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Here's Locke. That's complete. Okuegbuna. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Goal at the 1-yard line.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos.
Locke's pass.
Cortland Sutton, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game.
The extra point is good.
McManus's point after is good. And we are tied at 7.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And he'll find Hall. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Check 16. Check Mike 47. Check. These 2.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Roethlisberger going for the deep ball. This is intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
When you're in man coverage, you have help over the top, you become a much more confident defender. Trail the receiver and know that someone over the top can make a play, and that's exactly what happened here. The free safety coming up with the interception.
He's got his tight end, Jake Bunt. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's a gain of
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
4-yard line.
They run it here with Gordon. Locke going to try and throw on third down. He's got his tight end Fant. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. Locke on target to Fant for a Bronco first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Locke now to throw. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
Brings up second.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Locke working out of the gun. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 7-7, our score after 1.
The score tied 7-7.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They run with a 4th year back. It's Austin Eckler down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. On the ground, it's Eckler. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That's good. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
The Steelers were last in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage a season ago, down around 35%. It's 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Austin Eckler, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
So 3rd and long now for Locke and the Broncos following the sack. From the gun, it's Locke. And he's going to go down again. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
He was brought down by...
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Gonna throw deep for the end zone. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are gonna add on to their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure you can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. Play action. Now it's Locke. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Complete to
KJ Hamler, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
the score.
Extra point from McManus is good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. This time, Roethlisberger will throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The former first-round pick, Kareem Jackson, there defensively.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Brings up 4th down.
They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. Now been hit, and he lost the football. It's loose.
The pass. A fumble on the play.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. On the screen, this is Eckler. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the 1st down conversion. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. The sack there by Bradley Chubb. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Check 31. Check 31. Checklist 66.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
At the Broncos' 9-yard line.
Nine-yard line, 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Schuster. Kareem Jackson on the coverage.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
K.J. Hamler on the return. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so the halftime break behind us, and we are back underway with the third quarter of action. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
20-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. He'll have a first down past the 40. He's at the 40, past the 20, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Austin Eckler with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Just keeping the play alive. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Buying time to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Locke. And And his throw's going to be incomplete. Cortland Sutton, first-time Pro Bowler. He was the intended target. And it's third down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Completion here to Claypool. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Chase Claypool, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who could make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a first down. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. Joe Hayden there to bring him down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up
now to the air. Locke. He's going to take off with it. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
8 yards.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now Gordon. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
T.J. Watt there on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 30.
On 2nd and 9. Locke. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the all-pro safety, Minka Fitzpatrick. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 35-yard line.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Eckler pushing through to contact. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Here we go.
Here we go on 4th down with Roethlisberger. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Check 45. Middle. Check 45 to
Roethlisberger. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
35-yard line.
Now Roethlisberger.
Throw left side, taken in by Claypool.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Big Ben with his 4th touchdown pass of the afternoon. And this offense continues to pour it on.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by the all-pro safety, Mika Fitzpatrick.
Intercepted. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
There on 1st down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
Taken down at the 43.
3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh, and this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Once more, here's Eckler. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
3rd down and 6.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger escaping the pressure right.
And that's into the hands of Eckler.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. How about Ben Roethlisberger, his 5th touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the interception by the Steeler D leads to a touchdown. These have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good.
Broncos 14.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted.
And now here is another interception. He's picked off near his own 48. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make this a second down.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's Roethlisberger. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Bradley Chubb picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen. Hey, check Mike 45, check Mike 45. Let him know, let him know.
They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, that's caught by Claypool. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. This will be caught just inside the 10. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. The Steelers were last in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage a season ago, down around 35%. It's 1st and goal. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
3 brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
Here's Roethlisberger. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
From the gun on 3rd down. Dobbs under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jarrell Casey bursting in to take him down.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal. Now brings up a decision on 4th down.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal.
45's the night. 45's the night. All right. Hey, let's go, B. Let's go. Show that bench release and go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. All right, let's go.
They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
First down, Broncos.
Block now on first down. Open man Hamler, that's complete.
Pass.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
10 yards. On
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
45-yard line.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
The 48-yard line.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. They're going right back to Hamler. The 20. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion.
And the Broncos first down.
Into the red zone, it's Locke. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Locke. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, guys, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
And I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times at the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Blocked again here on 2nd and 10. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
Double dog, that's the way. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
Throwing on first down is Locke.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
He's got his big tight end, Fant. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
Third down.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Now Locke again. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Locke looks to throw it again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for, but it'll be second and goal. Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. Again, they'll throw with Locke. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. And now third and goal following incompletions on first and second down. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Intended for Noah Fant. Incomplete. It's now fourth and goal.
Maybe one final chance here to make this a bit more respectable as he'll go for it on fourth and goal. They'll go for it. It's Locke. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up first and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
And incomplete. It's second down and 10.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10.
These two. 50. 45. Let's go.
Roethlisberger going to throw it. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So
So for the Steelers, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Houston Texans next week. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the end.
She right got me.
Hit one and be so you gotta go berserk. Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting up the back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay. Look, sometimes you need the faith. Sometimes you need to know your worth. Sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but they from the bay. You can't negotiate with Drake. You gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage with the mainframe. Loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words that you're forcing.